Dope, 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 let's get it. I'm a trapping fanatic, that shit automatic, so I cannot turn it on or off. Bitches all on my dick, then she hop on my dick, I'm like, why you keep hopping on and off? Yo, bitch all on my dick, she be doing the most. I tell her, little bitch, she so extra. And my gun up on me, but not run up on me. Niggas, they wanna fight, they some wrestlers.
Bardock and his squad just finished up a mission, and they were preparing to depart from this planet. He sits inside his space pod, putting in the directions. The pod begins to lift off into the skies when a surviving soldier comes from the rubble and shoots it. This causes the pod to go off course, as Bardock can only hope that he ends somewhere safe. He crash lands days later on a new planet. Due to the impact from the crash, he was knocked out. He awakens days later in a medical chamber similar to the ones from his home planet. He looks around at the people who were wearing white. It seemed as if they were studying him. A woman then enters the room and orders them to leave. She presses a button that releases Bardock out of the tank as he would fall to the ground. She throws him his armor that was repaired. Let's go have a chat once you're dressed. Bardock puts on his clothes and follows the woman to the rooftop of the building. My name is Nora. I'm a top scientist here. You look confused, so I'll explain. 3 days ago, you crashed onto our planet Viltrum. We were surprised because no one usually visits our planet due to its location, far away from any other. You were heavily injured from perhaps a battle, and we nursed you back using our healing chambers, while we did study you as well. I don't really care. All I need to do is get back to my own home. Where's my pod? Oh yes, that's scrap metal. We repaired it days ago, and upgraded it as well, so I guess you can leave. So, I can? Yes, we'll allow you to leave once you tell us more about your race. Perhaps over a dinner, you might be a little hungry. The dinner would happen that night, but one final question would arrive. Nora would ask Bardock to leave his DNA here. She would like to see what would happen if a Saiyan child was made from a Viltrumite and a Saiyan. Bardock explains that he already has a family, but Nora rebuttals, saying that she plans to send her son off-world once he is an adult. And then she tells Bardock that he'll be held here until he complies with her offer. Seeing as there was no other option, he would agree. And then he would get to leave. They agree that his son will be sent to Earth once he is of a certain age. Bardock then returns home and continues his normal life. However, with no Kakarot, we have a different scene here. Before Bardock rebels against Frieza, he sends a message to Radix through his scouter, telling him not to come back, and he also tells him about his half-brother Goku, which is the name that Nora gave him here, who will be on Earth. Raditz gets this message and deletes it, so Frieza can no longer track it. He doesn't really care about his half-brother because he's probably weak. Meanwhile, on planet Viltrum, as soon as Goku was able to walk, he began his training. While on the planet, Bardock didn't actually learn anything about the people. All he knows is that they are fighters. Since Goku is a hybrid here, he gets the best of both worlds. His Saiyan nature always wants him to get stronger and allows for his training to be more effective through Zenkai Boost. He benefits from his Viltrumite abilities to heal his own body just by resting, which means throughout his life he would get constant Zenkai Boost. His mother studies his Saiyan biology often to help him as well. He learns to control the transformation of the Great Ape. Another thing she learned from Bardock was a legend of the Super Saiyan. I'm not going to give Goku Super Saiyan, but he does know about it at least. Years go by, as eventually he does turn 18, and on his 18th birthday, his mother tells him to travel through space. He's able to do so without a ship, but he chooses to take one anyway. When he does arrive on the planet, Goku's power is around 6,500. I'm placing it here due to the high gravity on his homeworld and a constant life of training. He steps out from the ship to be greeted by green creatures. He asks them what was going on, but the creatures would only attack him. Goku dodges and kills them with ease. He then flies around to find a group of humans fighting for their lives. Master Roshi, Krillin, and Tien along with Grandpa Gohan as well. All of them were surrounded, as they would look up, sensing a very high power, and they would see a man with a tail. He flew down and asked him to explain what was going on this planet. They seemed to be at war. Krillin would explain how they're kind of busy right now, and Goku vanishes from their view, and in an instant, the army of demons was wiped out. The humans tell Goku about Piccolo, and they tell him not to kill the demon for some reason. Goku doesn't understand this, but he's still taken to the throne by Krillin, and the two would fight their way in. King Piccolo would then step up to face them. Oh my, what do we have here? This Piccolo was a lot younger due to his wish being granted by the Dragon Balls. However, he gets knocked out by one blow from Goku. Now what? Krillin looks around and he finds a jar. He then breaks it, freeing the god of Earth, who would thank Goku, but he also questions him on why he did come to their planet. Goku then tells him that he was told to come here by his own mother. And Kami welcomes the man to Earth. After a month, the Earth would look as normal as it does, as it was reformed by the Dragon Balls. The Goku we have here is still very kind-hearted, but he also has another side to him. He can be cold, calculated, and a weapon of destruction. He makes friends with as many people on Earth as he can, as he's taught new forms of martial arts by Grandpa Gohan. He hears about a tournament that will happen in a couple months as well, as he will prepare himself for the tournament. And he does so with Kami on the lookout, who invites him there. Kami would suggest the Room of Spirit and Time. Goku would think about it once it's explained to him, as this would be the perfect way for him to train, so he would head inside. There is only enough food to last him about a year, but due to his genetics, he can go months without food. He decides to stay in for 8 months, and he's right. He leaves early due to his confidence, and not only his skill, but his power. The 23rd Martial Arts World Tournament would be held the day after. I would go over it, but Goku wins it easily. After he wins, he meets up with a woman who showed interest in him. You might be surprised, but I feel like this is such a more intelligent and serious Goku. He would pair really well with Bulma. I would have set him up with Chi-Chi, like the regular timeline, if he had grown up on Earth. But that's the thing, he didn't. Over the years, Goku continues on to train, and he studies under Kami to learn more about this planet, until he has a son born as well. He names his son Gohan because of the old man that he met when he first arrived on the planet. This Gohan grows up in such a better environment. He's actually pretty balanced throughout his childhood. And this is due to his father, encouraging him to study and train, but mostly take time to relax as well. This breaks the timid, shy shell that Gohan has from the original, and it gives us more of a Goten type personality. One day, Bulma walked outside to where her husband and son were training. She would remind them that they need to stop and go get ready. Goku questions her, but she reminds him that today is the day of the reunion on Roshi's Island. Goku nods, instantly remembering as he would head inside with Gohan. As they get ready, he looks down at his son, who had pretty long hair by now. He smiled, thinking of his own family, and wondering if he should take them to visit his mother. They fly to the island with Bulma on the back of Goku. They would arrive, and everyone would still be shocked as this is the first time they all meet Gohan. Grandpa Gohan especially is happy to see the boy who was named after him. But this reunion would be short-lived due to an unexpected visitor. Raditz steps onto the island and looks towards Goku. There's no mistaking it. You're my brother. Goku was a little shocked at first, but decided to hear him out. Raditz explains that he came here to recruit his brother so that they could take down Frieza with the other Saiyans. Goku wonders what he should do, but he decides they need an army to take down someone like Frieza. Raditz agrees, and Goku would turn to his family. I don't want to get this world involved with our battles, so I'll be leaving to help out my brother. Gohan, do you think you can take care of your mother for me? The boy was about to answer until Bulma spoke up. Oh no, you're not leaving us. We're coming with you. Goku could only smile as he explained the plan to Raditz. They were going to wait on Vegeta and Nappa to come here first. After those two arrived, Goku would take everyone to his homeworld, which was much more suitable for training. Goku, Gohan, and Raditz began training in order to surpass the power of the elite Saiyans. The only way the two would listen to them is by force, so they have to get stronger. 4 months into their training, Goku is contacted by King Kai of all people, through Kami. So he goes up there to finish his training. Gohan would stay with his uncle on Earth, going in and out of the upgraded hyperbolic time chamber. Kami during this time would have used the Dragon Balls from a suggestion from Goku to become younger, and this would be more helpful for the rebellion. By the time that the Saiyans do arrive, the three were more than ready. Goku stood at a power of 19,000, Raditz at 8,500, while Gohan stood at 4,000. The two Saiyans land in the city, well, they were destroyed as well. Goku and Raditz arrive to fight them, as Gohan is told to stay back just in case. Vegeta sees Goku and could only smirk. So Raditz, you went and found your low-class half-breed of a brother, and you think you can defeat me? Goku then flares up his power and begins walking towards Vegeta, as Raditz would do the same with Nappa. The fight that determined the leader of the rebellion would now commence.